Hello fellow Pokemon fans, I'm Brasscoin and welcome to the channel. Welcome back to the returning viewers and subscribers. Thank you all so much for clicking on this video. I'm excited to be able to do this video because it is a topic that you guys have requested for many months now. Ever since I did my Jirachi Shiny Hunt and showcased a few of the things there, you guys were asking how to utilize a R4 card with Gen 3 GBA games. So we're going to be showing you guys how to do that today. First thing we're going to need is a Nintendo DS or DS Lite, as long as it has the GBA port down at the bottom. That will work. We're also going to need the R4 card, as well as a micro SD card. A 32 gigabyte card will be sufficient for this. When you get the R4 card, the micro SD card just slides into the back. So R4 card is just a fancy conversion tool for micro SD to DS game cartridge. The next thing you're going to need is going to be a USB to micro SD converter, so you can plug this into your computer to get the micro SD card reading, unless your PC has that natively. The last thing we're going to need is a copy or cartridge of a Gen 3 Pokemon game. So those are the tools that we're going to need to do this video, but we do have one more thing to showcase for you guys today. That is the sponsor of today's video, which is Ridge Wallet. If you're tired of your wallet looking like this, being super thick, fat, and clunky, Ridge Wallet has you covered. Ridge is a company that creates small, compact, RFID secure wallets for you guys. They are very slim, very easy to use. Look at how thin that is. It's got a money clip on the back for cash. It's got card slots in the middle there. It can hold up to 12 cards. It's really simple and easy to do. You just open it up like that and slide the cards right on in. Boom. Cards locked away, safe, protected from RFID readers. And if you ever need a card, you just push this and all the cards slide out. You can pick one at random, and that is a Ridge wallet for your cards. I've been using this for about 2 weeks now, and I am so glad to get rid of the clunky wallet, even though it's got Goku symbol on it, Kame House. I actually like the sleek, slim version of this. It's got my ID in it. It's got all the cards I need. It's got a spot for cash if I need cash. So try out Ridge wallets. There is a link in the description below that will take you to their website. There is also a product pre-selected there that is linked or pinned in the section below, in the description below. So give that a check out, guys. You get 10% off if you use the code YouTube10. Again, that information will be in the description below, as well as a pinned comment. Now let's move on to our video topic. On our desktop, we're going to need to open up a browser and open up a few web pages as well as programs after downloading them. So let's get everything that we need opened, and then we'll download it, and then we'll open the programs on the PC. First and foremost, we have printed on the R4 card a website to visit. This is going to give us the download instructions for the programs for anything that we're going to try to be working with today. Some cards come with it pre-installed, mine did not, so we are going to be installing it onto the micro SD card. Let's open up the web page. First page is going to be r4isdhc.com.cn, and then you'll be brought to their home page. Of course, I've already moved to the download page, but really simple. Whatever page you get brought into, you're just going to click that download button, and it's going to take you to their download page. Now, a quick disclaimer. Wood kernel works for all of their cards. I don't know which one you'll be having, but if it's an R4 card, the wood kernel is going to work just fine. So that's the one that we're going to be using for today's video. Click the yellow highlight there, and it should begin downloading. There we go. And it'll pop up with this insecure download block. That's normal. Go ahead and click it, click keep. You can then right click this arrow, then click keep again, and then it will officially download it. I don't know why it does this, but I've used this for a number of years without any issue, so you guys should be fine as well. The next page we're going to need is the GBA backup tool. This is going to be from digix.net. This will be linked in the description below as well. We're going to download the GBA backup tool 0.21. So that's now downloading. Moving on, we're going to grab us something that will be helpful for your Pokemon save file. You will need Fire Red specifically for this part, but this is going to be Gen 3 legit event distributions for every event that took place in Gen 3. It's just saved on a Fire Red save file for me. So I'm going to scroll all the way down to the bottom of this page where I can find the download link. This is Pokemon Gen 3 event compilation download. We'll get that going. The next page we're going to need is PK Hex. We're going to download PK Hex. This is a Pokemon save file editor for your PC. Let you put the save file into the PC. You can then edit and inject it back in, and I'll show you guys how to do all that. In conjunction with PK Hex, we're also going to need the auto legality mod. Santa Crab is kindly doing that, so we're going to download PK Hex plugins. And we will then click ALM v24.07.27. That's just the date that it was made. And then PK Hex plugins zip. That is all of the downloads that we need for today's video. So we're going to go ahead and start opening those downloads. We'll go ahead and grab this one, move these files on over here. Okay, we need to start unzipping these, so we'll start with Fire Red. We'll go extract all, extract. We will now use the kernel for the wood kernel for the R4 card, extract that. Perfect. Then we do the GBA backup tool. We will extract that. Perfect. And then we have one more thing, PK Hex. We need to extract PK Hex and the downloads. Extract all. And the plugins. Go ahead and exit out of that. And extract all. Sorry, my phone camera is actually right in the middle of those words. So, now that those are all extracted, we can close out of all of this. And now we can move over to our downloads. Okay, so we're gonna move this over to our desktop. That's the R4 kernel. We are going to move this to the desktop as well. PK Hex move to the desktop as well. And then we're going to rename this folder and just title it Plugins. Automod DL. So we're going to drag that into the PK Hex folder, replace file in the destination. That's fine. Normally yours wouldn't have that, but I had one already on my desktop, so it was a little bit different for me. And now we're going to move the GBA backup tool into this folder here. So now we click into that, we should have GBA backup tool inside this folder. I'm going to rename it and get rid of the one. Perfect. And that should be everything that we need. We're now done with this file explorer. Now we're going to pop in the micro SD card. Okay, here we have the USB drive G. We are going to double click on this file. We're going to drag and drop all of those right into the micro SD card. As soon as that's done, we're going to properly eject it, which means we're going to right click and then eject. So we're done with this folder. And then let's get PK Hex loaded up. It's going to ask us to create a backup folder. That's normal. I should already have one created. So if it asks if you would like to create a backup folder, just click OK. That's normal. And now we're good to exit out of that. We have PK Hex going. We have this down here. All right, now that that is downloaded, we're going to eject the drive, and then it should disappear. We're good to remove from the computer. We'll pop that into our R4 card here, and then we'll drop it into the DS. We're of course going to need a game, so we're going to pop in that Fire Red. And then Deep Labyrinth Atlas USA Inc. is the name of the game. Okay, and then we're going to use micro SD card, GBA backup tool, GBA backup tool, GBA backup tool.nds. We'll please select a target slot 2, that is the GBA slot, so we'll press A there. And there's 3 different files that we're going to be able to run for this game or programs. The first is new save file create. So we can extract save file. So I'm going to go ahead and press B for new save file create here. And then press A to confirm. Next is if we hit the right bumper, the right trigger, we get to another one. This is the GBA backup tool for inserting or overwriting the save file on the card. So we're not going to do anything with that just yet. Hit the R button one more time, and then we have new GBA file create. This is where we get to rip the contents of this Fire Red cartridge to the SD card. So I'm going to make a ROM out of my Fire Red. So new GBA file create, press A. It's going to take a minute to run. It's actually insanely fast considering it's ripping an entire game. So we'll go ahead and cut and edit that to skip through this. Okay, that has been created. So we're going to go ahead and just power off. We're going to take out the R4 card, take out the micro SD card, and pop it into the computer. All right, now that we have officially used the GBA backup tool, we'll see a few things. We'll see GBA backup. There is now a folder for that there. We have the Fire Red save that we extracted, and then we have the Pokemon FireRed.gba file. We're going to grab this Fire Red save, and we're going to drag and drop it into PKHex. You can see that I have exactly 1 Pokemon. We'll view that. The OT is Brass. So one thing that we can do, and what this is useful for, is with PKHex, we can now use tools. Since we have the AutoMod plugin, we can use the Auto Legality mod, and we can generate a living dex. So we'll go ahead and do that. This will fill our boxes with every Pokemon that can be obtained in Generation 3. So we should have like 386 some odd Pokemon there. Perfect, even Deoxys. But you'll notice that these have an OT name of PKHex. So what we're gonna do is go back to Party, view that Squirtle one more time. We're gonna then copy our TID information, which isn't super needed. As long as we're viewing this Pokemon, so right click, view, what we're gonna do is go to Tools, Data, then we are going to go to Batch Editor. We are gonna go to type in SID 16 and then add. So it knows that the Pokemon I'm viewing needs to have an SID or secret ID value of 36363. So 36363. Now we're going to type in TID, add, and it knows my TID value needs to equal 18784. And then we can type in original trainer name. They did change that. Add, and it knows that that needs to be set to Brass. And then we need original trainer gender, just to make sure we're on the up and up. They should all be male by default, and that value is set to 0. So we're going to run that. It's going to modify all those files, and then some are going to show up as not super great. So let's see if any are illegal now. So far, so good. Okay, we're good there, we're good there, good. Yeah, so it knows that this Celebi can't have my OT name because it's an event only. So we'll go to Tools, Auto Legality mod, and then we'll legalize active Pokemon. And then we'll go ahead and set that. And it should give us, that should be the only one. Okay, you notice that Mew is not included in this because Mew was not obtainable natively, but it can be on this cartridge due to an event. And we're gonna work on that a little bit later in a different video. So now we're good to file. Actually, you know what? We'll edit a few more things. Let's go to the save. We will go to Pokedex. and it's automatically going to edit that. So we'll save. Let's give us some items, because who wants to level up all these Pokemon? I mean, they're obviously going to be put in at level 100. So we're just going to make the game on easy mode. We'll give us some rare candies for our item slots, and we'll go ahead and save. And then we will file, export, save. Okay, we'll overwrite that. Okay. We are now done with PK Hex. There's one more thing that I wanted to do, and that's up here in the upper left-hand corner. That's the Fire Red Gen 3 event compilation. We're going to grab this event compilation 1 and drag it into that save file, just to show you guys a different avenue. So we'll go ahead and exit that. And now that we're done with that, I'm going to open up a different program here called MGBA. And I'm going to grab this GBA file and drop it into the GBA player. What that's going to do is boot up the ROM that I just ripped from my cartridge. So from this cartridge here, we now just ripped Fire Red, and I'm playing it on my computer now. That's how that's done. Okay, so pretty cool stuff there. And this should be X and L for A. And there we go, Brass. We have a Pokedex of 150. It automatically knows that this file right here is the save file. Ooh. X is A. Move Pokemon. And now we have all of those wonderful Pokemon in our Pokemon boxes. So pretty cool that can do that. But we want to inject it back into the DS. So we're going to remove this USB drive. Eject. Pop that in there. Pop that in there, pop that in there, and then we'll turn it on. First, we're going to go down to the GBA game, just show you guys what we're working with here. Okay, we have Brass, playtime 1 minute. 8 seconds, Pokedex 1. I officially have a Squirtle. Boxes are empty. We'll reset the system. This time we're going to load up the Deep Labyrinth Atlas, or the R4 card rather. Okay. Nintendo backup, GBA backup tool. Start. And this time we already have the save file we wanted, so we're going to go ahead and move over to the right using the right bumper, and now we're going to restore data in card from save file, and this is the save file we edited. Perfect. Load up that GBA game. I have a button mashing problem in case you guys didn't notice. I apologize for that. And now we have a Pokedex of 150 because I don't have the National Dex yet. That's normal. But inside the box, we have all 386 Pokemon minus Mew. For whatever reason, Mew was not in that generation. So yeah, they cut Mew out. Anyways, That's all well and cool, but what we want to do is showcase how you can get on Fire Red every Gen 3 event Pokemon ever. And this is going to tie into the next video that I have to do for you guys, which is creating a ROM with Easy Flash. So we got the GBA backup tool. We are once again going to tab right. This time we're going to restore data in card from save file, but we're going to hit the down arrow first to Fire Red Gen 3 event compilation, and we're going to load that save. Okay, now that that's done, we'll go ahead and reboot. This time, you'll notice that the trainer name is going to change to events. So we have events, playtime is 500 hours. We have Pokedex 386, badges 8. So these people, they compiled all of these events, traded them all over to one cartridge, and then extracted the save files. So that's how we got these here. And if we go over here to events, the PC box, sorry. Move Pokemon. We can see all of our boxes are filled with stuff. So the third box is what I'm really interested in, and that is the box with these Celebi. Fun fact, Celebi and Mew both could be obtained on an English copy due to the 10th anniversary tour across America. So this event was a distribution, and some of those distribution ROMs are still out there. If you want to know a little bit more about that and how you can recreate those distribution ROMs, check out my next video that's going to be linked to this one. We are going to be using the Easy Flash to turn a empty GBA cart into a distribution ROM, and I'm going to show you guys how to use that to get yourself some of these event Pokemon straight to your Gen 3 cartridges, so that you can simulate the real event. It's the closest thing to a legitimate version of these events that you're going to receive. In fact, I would count them as legitimate. You're cloning the hardware used to do the distribution itself, and then trading them to the system that you're trying to get them on. I feel like that's pretty close to 100% legit in my book. So if you guys are interested in that, check out the video that is going to be linked at the end of this video in one of the cards there. And if you guys are tired of your fat, bulky wallet, go ahead and try Ridge Wallet. Click the link product in the description below. Go to their website, check out their wallets. They have some pretty cool carbon fiber ones, and you can get 10% off by using the code YouTube10. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.